Hello, lovely lights. How do you do? Welcome me as I welcome you. If you are new to my channel, gratitude. If you are returning to my channel, much love to you. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell so you could be notified of the videos that I upload. Now, I'm not asking you to come sit no tea with me. However, I want to bring you the knowledge that was brought to me regarding food. So, what I want to talk about today are apples and peanut butter. Okay? Apples and peanut butter drizzled with some honey. That is my favorite snack. So let's talk about that. But before we do, I'm going to pump my brakes because I am talking about it spiritually, medicinally, and spell work. However, with medicinally, I am not overtaking no doctor's orders. I'm not telling you to stop your medications. I just want to implement some healthy foods that you may incorporate into your lifestyle to make it become more healthier. That's my disclaimer. You choose to do what you want to do. Okay? I'm just bringing the knowledge to you. Now, apples. Apples are considered the most sacred fruit. The apple tree symbolizes good health, abundance, future happiness, and gratitude. All right? So, when apples are mentioned to most people, the first thing that comes to mind is the forbidden fruit. The forbidden fruit. You know, the fruit that Eve had gave Adam. But however, it came from the tree of knowledge. Go figure. So, anyways, people get a lot of negative. They get a negative notion when it comes on down to apples biblically. Okay. So, however, moving forward, because I'm not here to debate and I'm not here to diffuse any religious beliefs. I'm not. I'm just bringing to you what was brought to me. Okay, or what I already knew. So, anyway, even biblically in the New Testament, they use the analogy, the apple of my eye, which signifies a strong love. So I just don't see how it could be so negative. All right, moving forward. So, Solomon also used the apple to symbolize sensuality. And if we go on to the Greeks, they also use the apple as sensuality and love. You know, it's also talking about the emotions of your heart, lust, love, sensuality, and affection. So that is also all right. It's just positive. I haven't seen anything wrong with it yet. So, anyways, it also represents the goddess Venus. And Venus is all about love. It represents the goddess Aphrodite. And Aphrodite is about fertility. Again, I see nothing wrong. But moving on, okay? I gotta have light and I gotta have fun. That's just me. All right. Like I said, I don't denounce, I don't debate, and I'm not diffusing any type of religious beliefs. I'm just bringing to you what was brought to me. The Jewish culture. The Jews along during their New Year, they immerse apples with honey. They immerse them with honey and they eat them for good fortune. It's good fortune and future happiness, for good health, for abundance, and for gratitude. So, nothing negative there either. Moving forward. Moving on to spell work. First off, before I start with spell work, I have to give a shout out to my soul tribe, all of you Capricorns, because you represent the apple. You represent the apple because of the apple representing knowledge. And you guys know you guys thirst for knowledge, especially if it's knowledge of learning yourself. You are all for it. That's your temptation right there. So you go ahead and you just tap into your knowledge. You always want to learn something. You want to dig deep into something. You got to have to know what you know, what you know. All right. So shout out to my Capricorns because I appreciate the knowledge that you've been sharing with me because I know a few Capricorns. So I'm just grateful that you love to dig deep. All right. moving forth. So, even though Capricorns, you are a earth element, these apples are the element of water. I had to share that, and think that they're good for ground. That's another thing about apples. They're good for grounding. However, it's a water element. It's not an earth element. It's a water element. Now, this is some more information that I found intriguing to me. When you are working with apples regarding spell work, there are some good crystals that you should work with as well. Remember that apples are representing good fortune, also future happiness, love, abundance, and gratitude. So, there are certain crystals that go well with your spell work if you're working with apples. And those are red quartz, red jasper, and pyrite. Okay? The candles, if you do candle work, which I do, if you do candle work, the best candles to work with apples are red and pink. Only makes sense. You know, you're dealing with love. All right. So, with that being said, apples are used for love spells, divinations to predict marriages. They're also used for offerings for gratitude on your altar. You also use them to promote self knowledge. Once again, in Capricorns, that self knowledge and that self care. Okay. This also applies to the afterlife. If you really want to tap in and channel when you're doing certain type of spell work and you're using apples, use these crystals to come along with it. Okay. So, moving forward, these are really just some ways. These are not all the ways, and I didn't list all the spell work. However, and I do not recommend you doing spell work on other people. If you're going to do spell work, do it on yourself. Do it to improve yourself. I don't suggest you doing spell work on other people because you don't know how it's going to bounce back and turn around on you, and it may not be good. I'm just saying, I got to put that out there because that's my disclaimer. Okay, so put these apples on your altar like I had described in my lemon video about using lemons for negativity. Use apples for positivity. Use apples for love. Put them upon your altar to show your ancestors and your spirit guides gratitude and to show them honor. I'm telling you, it'll put that much more intention on what you're doing. And speaking of intention, apples are good for setting intentions. If you take an apple and set your intentions into the apple, split it in half with lead, tongue tied again, with wise. Slice your apple widthwise, okay? After you set your intentions in it. Eat half, bury the other half around your home, okay? Bury it around your home so you can attract the positivity, the love, the self-love, self-care, the abundance, and attract gratitude, okay? So these are just positive vibes and raised frequencies for you, okay? So that's another way you could use your apple. Now here comes the time where I share my recipes with you. I will post them up. I will let them sit here for a minute so you'll be able to copy them down. They're very, very easy, very simple. You won't need a lot of time, but however I will post them up so you may check them out, okay? So incorporate these into your self-care routine. And I say blessings. Thank you for stopping at my table.